just giving fighters that ability to get that exposure.
There we go. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, my bad.
No worries. No worries. I'm glad we finally got it. Um, all right, cool. So my name is Matt, and I usually go by Coach or Coach Bergen. And I usually start these off with having the fighter introduce themselves, and then do you have a fight name?
Yes, my name is Robert Wusstig, and my fight name is The Real Deal.
The real deal. So tell
Yeah.
me, how did you get that name?
My first amateur fight back home in Guam was like I fought a guy that was like 4-0 knockout. He always wins by first round knockout, so I took it on. I think it was like 2 days notice too. We switched opponents, or both our opponents didn't. They pulled out, so I ended up matching with him, and I guess they thought I was gonna get steamrolled by him, and then I end up I lost by decision, but for
Uh,
my first fight, and then I moved up to a weight class, so it was like it's not too bad. And then
yeah,
I had fun with it, even though I got beat because I got held down with my with the wrestling, and at the time I didn't have a gym. I trained this for my brother, so it was like
okay. You're on your own,
you know
basically.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got you. So, what made you want to be a fighter?
Man, like I've watched the first fight between Ryan Couture and Chuck Liddell. So and Chuck Liddell is one of my favorite fighters. So I was like, when I watched it, I'm like, man, I think I gotta do this one. It just
Okay.
looked so fun and entertaining. You know what I mean? So like, and then my brother he fought amateur boxing, so it's like I kind of grew with it. And my dad was a black belt in taekwondo, like he was one of the top guys back home. So it's like I guess it was kind of in my family system, I
Oh,
guess.
all right. Cool. So it's in your
Yeah,
bloodline.
and then I'm an athletic. I played basketball and football in high school, so it was in like
Okay. So it wasn't like you went from nothing to training. It was like you were already pretty athletic and competing. And then
yeah,
football
like
is like it can be aggressive as well. So you're getting used to
yeah.
taking people down.
And then I was always the smallest guy in the team, and then I was like I guess I like back even ever since elementary and middle school, I was always even in high school too, because I was just
Oh, I lost you. Hey,
hey, what's up, man?
what's up? How's it going?
Doing good, not too bad. Just trying to get over the sickness I have.
Mm, good,
Yeah, just
good. You feeling better?
yeah, just had the flu and the ear infection.
Okay. Damn. Does it hurt?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now my son has it, so I just took him to the doc. I just came from the doctors, and yeah.
Mm. Well, ah, just continue getting better. Is all you can do. Um, but so I want to try to pick up from where we left off. The last question I had asked you is, what has been your favorite fight that you've had?
Hmm. The favorite fight I had was I think I had like a couple, but my favorite fight was when I defended my title in Saipan against the number one ranked Korean fighter out of a Korean top team, and it went the distance 5 rounds, but it was a non-stop like action. It was like everything, groundwork, stand up. It was just an overall like complete game for both of us. You know what I mean? Like it went to like a split decision. So it was pretty close.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So it could have gone one way or the other, but you ended up winning that, right?
Yes.
Split. Good. 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 So who was that title for? What promotion?
It was for Trench Wars. It's in Saipan. It's their only event. It was for the 55 lightweight title fight because I was holding two belts, 45 and 55.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's
So I fought for
awesome.
the 55. Yeah, I fought for the 55ers. So he was like, he was supposed to make to the UFC after beating me. I guess they were, considered to beat me. So I don't know.
Gotcha. All right.
So like when I beat him, his coach was mad. Like, la, 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 you didn't win. I'm like, bro.
Well, your hand got raised, and that's what matters, right?
Yes,
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, do you still have both of those belts and
I
fight
have
for that
one.
promotion? You have
No,
one.
I don't fight for them no more because they don't host it no more because they had so much,
Okay.
they had a lot of typhoons back home, and it was like it just, and then COVID happened, and then all that stuff.
Oh yeah, a
It,
lot of
they,
promotions went under. Yeah.
yeah, so it's starting to pick back up. They're doing amateur shows right now for now until they pick up their island. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Cool. Okay. So what would you say has been your toughest fight so far?
man, I think I have a lot of tough fights, but I think I don't know if it was tough, but it was just when I fought for Cage Fury. It was like a 2 days notice fight. I took that fight without any training, honestly. They just offered it to me. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll make that weight. I
Nice.
mean, I just want to showcase my skills, because it's the biggest regional promotion out here. So, they
Yeah.
offered it to me. And I'm like, okay,
H
I,
Fury
I
is on
can.
Fight Pass, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on Fight Pass. So, and then the guy that it was offered, it was like he was 5-0. He's, watch his fights. He was wrecking people. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh man, we'll still test it out. You know what I mean? So like, I fought him, made weight, fought him. I got beat up the first round, or like actually the whole fight. Like I didn't like I held my own will. Like he threw like massive elbows and punches on the ground, flipped me, and I was like, man, getting hit. My face was messed up, but I'm like, I'm not gonna lose. I ain't gonna lose by knockout or submission. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go in there
Yeah.
and just, do what I gotta do to, stay in the fight. I reverse some of the, moves he's trying to out wrestle me, so I'm like trying to reverse it. And then when it went to the stand up fight, I was trying to just, throw a flying knee to just to, throw it out there to, test him out. But all these guys that want to fight me, they don't want to, sign up with me. You know what I mean? Like my
Right.
last fight, I fought a guy that, he fought professional kickboxing, all this stuff. He was so called one of the best kickboxers, and then the fight, he just wanted to wrestle and hold me down. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Trying to keep it to where he's comfortable with the fight. He didn't want to stand and trade with you.
like I think he just, yeah. And then it was like the whole time he said it's gonna knock me out, he's just gonna finish me. I'm like, bro, I don't know. We'll see, because everyone wanted to say that, said that about me, and then when they stepped in there, they just wanted to hold me down and wrestle. They didn't want
Yeah.
the hands. You know what I mean? So it happens, I
Must be
guess.
hard.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah,
So next one that I'm gonna ask, what is your next fight? Do you have any fights coming up?
I have a fight coming up. It's supposed to, just waiting for the contract, March 30th in Cage Titans.
Cage Titans? Is
Yeah,
that what
it's in
okay.
it's in
Plymouth,
it's in
Mass.
Plymouth, Massachusetts. Yeah.
Yep. I know them. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
they
my
offered
area.
they offered it to yeah they offered it to me. So Mike, the promoter, is like, he wants me
Yeah.
back. So I was like, I'll do it.
Okay.
He's been good for, he's been good with me. Treating me good. You know what I mean? And then I'm like actually contracted with CFFC, but because they don't have a fight lineup for me within those time frames, I can take whatever fight promotion that can, offer to me. So
Okay.
I'm,
Cool.
I'm trying
So
to
you
go in
have
there. I'm trying to get in there sooner so I can get a, winning streak. I just want to win. You know what I mean? Like
right.
I don't care who
Get
I
those
fight
wins.
for. I just want to win. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I get it. All right. So potentially Cage Titans is your next fight. And then we might have gone over this before. Yeah, I know you said that you had held the belt at 155, right? And 145 somewhere.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so what weight do you walk around at? And then what do you normally fight at?
I walk around. It depends. Like the most I'll weigh in is like 178, 76. I try not to go over 180, man. If I do, I don't know. But I try to stay around 175 and just, work from there and just work on it. Just trying to stay, ready, you know. So
Okay.
I want 140. I like 145 because I
145.
feel like I'll be bigger at that weight, and I feel like I'm more honestly energetic at that weight. But 55 is cool too. But those boys at 155 are pretty big, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Definitely. They cut down a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then I'm okay with 45. Like my last fight was at 55. Like I missed weight by a pound and a half. They had some issues with. Honestly, the commission of New Jersey was just messing up my time frame. It's like, and then the saunas and the gym area I was trying to work out at was, it was just far away from the event, and then I just didn't have, enough time. Like like 20 minutes for the cutoff weight because I missed weight the first time because they wanted me to be there. I was making weight. I was cutting it.
Right.
Like, oh, you gotta come here for the face off and all this. I'm like, but I'm not done weight yet. And then I'm like, okay, so
Yeah.
I went there. I made weight. I went to cut weight. I didn't like 20 minutes for the cut weight. They're like, oh, you have to come down. The commission wants, I'm like, bro, you gave me to 6 o'clock. It's only 5:40. Why are you telling me to come now? And I mean, like, it was all mixed up. Everyone was like, ah. So it's like, I was just like, never mind. I'm gonna go in there and just whatever weight I made it. And then they're so fast, like, oh yeah, sorry, you can't make it. You know what I mean? Like, bro, if you give me that extra 10 minutes, I would have been
Oh
on
yeah.
weight. So they deducted me like I felt like it was more in my purse. I like more than what they said they were gonna deduct. But
Supposed to be like 25% or something, right?
yeah, but I was gonna pay 15, but and it deducted 400. So I don't know how much that was. I didn't even deduct it. So it's like that was more. I felt like it was more, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Either way, $400 is $400. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I would have made that way in 10 minutes if you just gave me that time instead of they kept calling me. I was in the sun, like, bro, relax. You got 20
Yeah.
minutes. And I was in the same
Yeah.
hotel, so I was like, bro, I would have been there like in 5 minutes if you just gave me 10 extra minutes and I would have been waiting. But
Well,
you know what I mean?
I guess it's just experience is all. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Do you have a dream fight? Is there anybody you want to fight in your life?
Man, honestly, the dream fights I wanted, I felt like it would be cool is uh like my one of my favorite fighters is Frankie Edgar.
Okay. I like Frankie Edgar.
And Max Holloway.
Yep.
Yeah. And of
So you
course,
want to
I
fight?
wanted to try out and then I wanted to try out, the great Alex Volkanovski, You know what I mean? Like they're all because
Okay.
he like Alex was, where I'm from Guam, he was a champion back where I'm from Guam before he made the UFC.
Oh,
So he
okay. So
fought one
that's
of
why you want
he
to fight.
yeah, he fought one of my training partners before in
Okay.
Cal Regis.
You want
You know what I mean? Like so I saw him fight like, oh man, he's a pretty good, I was like, oh man, this guy's gonna make UFC and then so I don't know when he got that belt, he made UFC. I'm like, oh man, this guy's gonna be it. And I always wanted to try him out, you know what I mean? But I'm like, it's cool.
to? Okay.
But I like fighting guys that are pretty, good because I want to test myself. Every fight I
Right.
had was
Push your
against
limit.
guys like, you know what I mean? Like since my amateur fight, I fought a guy that was 4-0, my first amateur fight. So it's
Oh
like,
wow.
you know what I mean? All the fights I have fought was all top guys. It's not okay. This guy is
Right.
not that
You're not
good.
fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only fight I had that was a good level fight was my first pro fight.
Okay.
He was 1-0, but it was a good matchup, and I won that fight.
Nice.
And then like my second fight, I forgot who I fought. But in my third fight, I fought a guy that was 15-0. So
Oh
I kind
wow.
of called him out. I kind of called him out because he was talking crap. Because back home it's like a small gym or small like island, so like we all knew each other. I
Yeah.
guess he was mad. I went to another gym and they had like a gym rivalry at the time. So he's like, "Oh man, I want to fight." He's easy to fight. I'm like, "Okay, I'll fight you." And I fought him. I even went down to his weight class at 135.
Yeah.
And then I made weight.
God.
And then I knocked him out. I knocked him out in the second round. So a flying
Oh
knee
no.
second round. Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck yeah.
So
Good
it's like
job.
I felt good, like. But all these fights I had is all like top level guys. I was not like, oh, this guy's up and coming. Every fight I had was all top guys. Because I fought in the Philippines. I fought the toughest guy. He fought in the UFC.
Mhm.
And then I fought two guys in Japan that was like top five guys in Japan in the weight division. Then I fought in Korea. He was the top guy. And, you know what I mean? Like they all threw me up, like crazy fights, and I'm like, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
a fighter. I'm not the type of guy like okay, oh, it's okay. I will take it. I'm not ready. But I'm like, bro, I'll test it out. Like, bro, you know, yeah,
All right. Next question. If you were given $5,000 to help change the world or to change somebody's life, what would you do with it?
man, I'll change it. I never thought about that yet, but you know,
Or improve the world is a better word.
I'll give it to like man, the kids, man, like kids that needed help. You know what I mean? Like I have kids, and it's like seeing kids
Mhm.
struggle, and then I've seen kids that I know that have issues with like the family, the parents divorcing or having struggles with
Okay. So you want to give
drug
them
addiction and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like giving back to kids that in need of help with
a path.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Um, so next one, if money wasn't an issue, what would you be doing with your life?
Money was an issue, man. I think I'll still be doing this
Okay.
because I think that's the only thing I'm like honestly that's the only thing I'm good at. I tried every job I had, going to school, become a teacher, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this. But like I've always wanted to become a fireman, but it's just but yeah, and I wanted to be in the NFL. You know what I mean? That was always my dream since I was younger, elementary. Like, yes, I'm playing football. And then I was too
Pretty
small. I'm like,
close.
oh man, never mind.
You're still an athlete, you know?
Yeah.
Um, all right. Next one. If you could be an animal, what animal would you be?
Oh, hmm. Animal. I think a dog, honestly,
Huh? Why is that?
because I guess it depends on what kind of dog. Because dogs are loving, they care, they know who they're loyal to, and they're nice. They can be nice if you get treated right. You know what I mean? And they're protective. So I think that's what I would want to be on, be a protective and loving person. You know what I mean? Or that's who I am. I think.
All right. All right. I like
Yeah,
that. I like that.
yeah,
It's always a good trait to have. So,
yeah.
next one. What would you say is the most significant choice you've made in your life? It could be related to your fight career or just your personal life.
Hmm. I think just sticking, with my wife. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be the person I am today. To be honest, like we had our struggles together, and our ups and downs, but she's always been there, even because of the career we have that I chose. It's pretty rough, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like, and then she's been there. She's like my last fight. She cornered me in my fight because my cornerman couldn't make it out, so she had no choice to corner.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
So she was put in the spotlight, and she did great. I wish I listened. I wish I did, something better, but it happens.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. She cornered you. That's very supportive. And
Yeah, she is. So that's why I would never change. I would never do anything stupid to mess that. Rip. That marriage up. I just, what I mean. And then I never. I was. I was born into a broken family, and didn't have my father as much as I wanted to be. And my mom was working full time to support us. And this is and now being there for my kids. 'Cause I have four kids. So
four.
they
Okay,
seem happy that we're together. And they're like,
good.
"Mom, like, you better not do nothing to separate." So, do my best.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. So if you couldn't be a fighter, what would you be?
What do you mean a fighter?
If you if you couldn't be a fighter, if you could not fight, what would you do? What would you be?
Man, I don't know. I think if I had to choose, like I said, I would have played football or play basketball. Football or basketball, either one, I would have played. But like I said, I would have been a fireman too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're fighting or combating something, whether
anything to keep me
it's a
keep me
ball or
active.
being up, fires up.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I was going to school to become an EMT. So I like helping people. So COVID happened, and it just yeah.
Yeah.
So that thing kind of derailed it a little bit, and I moved from where I'm from, Guam, out here to Syracuse. So it's like, then I would have to
Oof.
go back to school again. I'm like, man, never mind.
Yeah. So you're just gonna do what you're doing.
Yeah,
It's working for you. So,
yeah.
all right. Last question. What do you think Only Fighters is, in your own words? How would you describe it to somebody if they ask you?
Man, I would describe it as like, a group of fighters, come together, I guess, to help each other, support each other in their dreams.
All right. I like that. So I wouldn't change that definition. What I usually describe it as is it's a social media platform that's dedicated to helping MMA fighters and combat athletes make more money and get more exposure.
Mm, that's nice.
Uh, yeah, but do you have any questions for me about how anything works or anything?
Yeah, how does this work out? Like, how's this gonna help us like grow?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so first, the call we're doing here is recorded, and then I'm going to be creating clips out of it. So those video clips are going to be used to help promote you, your fight career, your account, as well as the Only Fighters brand. And so basically the premise behind it is we're duplicating that with all the different fighters to bring their fans into the platform. And on our platform, it's going to be similar to how Facebook works, similar to how OnlyFans works, and then similar to how, Twitter. And also, we're going to be having some live streaming of events. So, like, kind of like UFC Fight Pass has these, regional promotions that are bigger names. We're going to take the smaller names and be giving them the attention and giving them some spotlight. And then, so it's gonna be so basically all of the fighters are gonna be having, you know, content creation that they're doing and in some capacity, whether it's just, putting out their thoughts, a video, a picture, whatever, and be able to network with each other and be able to network with the fans, et cetera, et cetera. But the thing is, the way you're going to be making money is getting the fans subscribing to your account. And then, from there, we're also going to have sponsors for the platform and different revenue streams coming in that what's going to make us really unique is the fighters that are like you're going to be considered a founding fighter, quote unquote, because you're joining us before launch. So what you're going to be getting is part of the revenue split. So we're going to be giving a revenue split to the athletes on our platform from what the business makes. Like Instagram isn't doing that, YouTube isn't doing that, OnlyFans doesn't do that. And we're going to be helping you to get fans as well because we have tons of cross promotional systems within the platform. So does that make any more sense?
Oh yeah, yeah. That sounds awesome. Seems really
Awesome. And we intend on launching in April. Everything's being worked on, and it's a process, but we should have something for you to be able to start trying out and testing out in April, early April. I would say April 1st, but I don't want to promise a number. It's going to be
Yeah,
early
of
April.
course, yeah.
Um, yeah. So, do you have any other questions for me?
No, 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 no. Just keep me updated with everything that's going
Good.
on, so we can start.
Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna send you the link to the Telegram group. That's what I'm trying to get all the fighters into after they've done their call. So that way it's where putting the updates, the video clips, et cetera, et cetera. So that way all of you guys are just in one place and it's just easier.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you. I'm glad we got this done today.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it, and thank you for reaching out to me too as well.
Enjoy the rest of your day and we'll talk soon.
All right, you too. All
All
right,
right,
all
bye.
right. See you. Bye.
Bye.